here the note. The note reads, "Aloha, Luke. Hope all is well. This is RO number 17 from 2025, Als-500m. Power wire upgrades replacement. Clinch-Jones plug is cracked in the shipping. I upgraded the inside wire, but might be easier for you to use new Clinch-Jones connector included or disregard." Well, I went all through the box. I didn't find the Clinch-Jones plug. HG transistors fried, so if replaced with HGs, let's talk when you get into it. Maybe use Toshiba's. Combiner looks pretty toasty. Doesn't look too bad. Seen worse. You can replace them, but they don't look too bad. Band switch, kind of janky. He doesn't like the knob, so I'm going to change his knob out. He wants me to set the fan for 90 degrees, check the TX relay. Had a note to self. Oh, well, homie, how well is that going to work? It's not. I'll fix that. It's no big deal. Take the spring off, reset the armature on it. It's no big deal. Then he goes on to ask me if I've ever built a 10-meter module. No, but I'm going to. I've got a bunch of these, like 4 or 5 of these I got to go through. They're here now, and I know I got more coming. Eventually, one of these will come in that has a 10-meter board in it. I'll snatch the 10-meter board. I'll get all the component layout for it, and I'm going to copy it so that we can sell them back into the market, and people can keep adding 10 meters to their stuff. Let's see here. Might be interesting. Okay, so talked with him on the phone, and we're going to totally delete this Jones plug. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, because modifying this Jones plug and all the crap that we've gone on with these, I ordered, and I want to see if I can make it fit, is what they call a bulkhead Anderson clip plug. It's designed to go inside. So I'll probably have to come around to that when I get it tomorrow. Might have to cut this orifice out. Have to slop your hole out a little bit, bro. And make it so that we can slide that bulk panel mount in here. So all you got to do is take your Anderson clip and plug it in. It saves us having to modify the plug and then add an Anderson clip and all that kind of crap. Then we'll upgrade all these power wires. We'll upgrade the ground wires. But we are for sure putting Toshiba's in this. So I'm going to snatch these 4 out of here. I'll put 4 good used Toshiba's in here in its place. And we'll get that all put back together. And yeah, fix the relay, clean up the band switch a little bit, and make it work a little bit better for you. Change out the power wire and power plug, and we'll go from there. So next and first and final step, but not to be confused with last or first, it's time for these HGs to come out. Let's see what's blown, what's not blown, and we'll start there. Just over here working away, we got 2 bad transistors. These 2 are good, but the gains on them are like zeros almost. And I thought, man, the way these are shorted over, I thought, man, I better go look at the bias board and make sure that our telltale resistor isn't fried, or diode isn't fried. So if we go in here and we look, right about here, you'll see that this thing is dead, death black. That's because we're seeing the inside of the diode. Is what it is. It's fried. Which tells me that this voltage transistor, this regulator, this transistor is fried. Which, if I remember correctly, it's a 5 volt, approximately 10 amp. I think it's an NPN transistor. Specifically, the part number I think is 305F. And according to their book sheet here, it's an MFJ or MJF 3055. And then, of course, that diode that is fried is, I think, FB104. We're going to have to, or not FB104, but 03 or 403, which, if I'm not mistaken, is 1N 4007. So that's not a big deal. 1000 volt or whatever it is. I got to pull this out and clean this up and make sure that that's the part number that's underneath there. Actually, what I should probably do is take this little bit of heat sink off, because I think my part number is right there, and it's just on the outside of what I can visually read. Got this all set up. We'll talk about that here in a few, but let me get this transistor out and let me check it real quick, and we'll get another diode in here. Hopefully the transistor's good. The diode let go before the transistor popped, but I doubt it. We'll see. So this is okay. This is diode 401, which is a 1N 4007. I've got them. It's a 1000 volter, just like what I thought. I'm pretty sure it wiped out this transistor. I'd be surprised if it didn't. So let's get in here. We'll clean this up a little bit. This sucker got hot, man. Wrong screwdriver. Get all the schmoo off of this real quick, and then we'll go ahead and we'll desolder this whole thing. We'll get the transistor out and I'm going to test it. A little bit of hot air to clean everything up. Okay. This is all new. I've never had one of these blow up before. So we'll chalk this up and we'll learn from it, right? Hey. Hey. There we go. Okay. Not happening. All right. Cancer juice. Get most of it to come off. Unfortunately, the part of the trace came off with the leg of the transistor, so that's okay. This is an easy fix. There's all kinds of clearance underneath this board. We can easily fix this. I'm just curious about the transistor, really, more than anything at this point. So just grateful I have the diodes. But this brought to my attention the fact that I needed to buy some 5-volt diodes, some Zehners and stuff that I don't have. Right, so I got on the old doobly-doo and got them coming, so I should have them Monday just in case, but I don't think I'm going to need them for this particular problem. I even got more of these voltage regulators coming. Hopefully I won't need it, but we'll see. Maybe if I do, we'll see. Yeah. Dude, you got lucky. Gain of 394. Man, diode failed as designed. That never happens. Usually it wipes out the transistor. Wow, dude, you... Okay, so remount transistor, and yeah, let me flip this over. I want to clean up the top side of this, and let's get this fixed and back in the amp. Okay, the board's all repaired, put back in and tested. Let's fix this real fast. Let's see. Probably easier if I take this side off. Undo the spring. And we'll reassemble relay. There's part of me that thinks that maybe this relay being borked up is probably part of the reason why the box burned up, because it stayed in transmit mode. And something still ain't right, I don't think. No, that's all correct. Yep, okay, so wise with his, let's pull out our little cleaning tool. We'll go in here and we'll clean up those contacts real fast. This is the receive side of things, this side of the relay. The transmit side of the relay is over here. So, and okay. So, the only thing we can do now is power this up and test it. We're not there yet. So, got 4 matched Toshibas installed with all brand new thermal compound, clean the pill pockets out, all the usual stuff that we normally do. If you're interested on how to do this, I've got several YouTube videos that I'll put in the doobly-doo below that allow you to, where I've broke this down step by step in agonizing and painful and slow detail. So now all I got to do is stand this resistor back up, and we'll straighten out its leg and straighten out this leg. Stand this resistor up and straighten out this leg. Stand this resistor up, straighten out that leg, straighten out that leg, that leg, that leg. Pin that back around until it's square. We're on the home stretch, you guys. Believe me, we're almost done. So just bear with me a few more minutes and we'll start playing with it. That one goes there. That one goes, nope. That one goes there. Ugh. Thermal fingers, thermal paste fingers. Just like that time at band camp. Okay. Whew. That'll make a man out of you. Just got to burn your fingertips. Oh, I'm going backwards here. Okay, so now all we've got left to do is to put the power distribution in. So we'll come over here and we'll de-slobber these. Come on. Come to daddy. Wow, what is that held on with? Jeez almighty. Okay. So let's talk about this. I have been wanting to do this for a while. And I'm grateful for the customer for agreeing to let me do this. This is panel mount, Anderson clip. Nice and flush. Still have access to our relay connection for our RCA plug. And what I've created is this. So there's a couple aux wires that attach. This one is for, I believe, part of the measuring circuit, so we'll reattach that back to here. But like this orange wire is our remote ignition switch on and off, which according to the customer, he's got tied in on the outside anyhow. And this is part of the voltage circuit that drives the rest of the amp. So I've created this little aux wire. So we'll slide this in here, click, click, and we'll slide this one in here. We'll do the ground first because it's on the bottom, and then we'll do the hot side. So all I've got left to do here is I got to fish the ferrite over these leads and put some heat shrink on it for the positive rail side. And then we'll put some more heat shrink on the silicone boot wire as it goes through the coupler for the amp gauge, and then we'll bring that back over and we'll hook these back up. But this Anderson clip allows us to eliminate the Jones plug and then go into an Anderson clip. And there's a lot more current capability with this Jones plug. The best way to do it would to have welding leads on the back of this thing, like twist lock welding nuts, which I've got some in a bag. I got to do that on a different one I'm doing, where you can take the welding lead and stick it right on the back and twist it on. That'd be really your best bet. But this is a good upgrade in my opinion. And I'm planning on doing this in the future. I ordered this right off of Slam and Your Mom Amazon. It was like 20 bucks, right? So let me get this all wired up, and when we come back, we'll be ready to hook it up and run it. Okay, so we got the fan all adjusted. We're on 160 meters at the moment. Hello, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2. How is our bias voltage regulator doing? Perfect. Our output combiners aren't getting hot. Transistors are coming up in temperature. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2, hello, 1, 2, 1, 2. And here comes our fan, because our heat sink is at 80 degrees. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Relay is repaired. Power wires are in. Bias voltage is set. SWR protection set. Amperage overdraw is set. We're set. So let's go ahead and let's jump on up here to 80 meters. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, that is horribly frustrating. Horribly frustrating. Half of the damn content I just shot didn't have any audio to it. Man. Okay, so let's start out. First we're going to do mode selection. And let's talk about this knob. I went to replace this knob, and whoever put this knob on before me has glued this to the plastic shaft. So I couldn't get anything in to release the screw, so I ended up drilling the screw out, and I'm sitting here pulling on it, and I started thinking on it, man, if I break this band selector, it's not like I can just call up MFJ and get another one. Right? And then I'm onto the internet to go find whatever magical switch they've got in the front of this thing, and then figure out how to set the... I was like, nope, I'm going to stop. I'd rather stop there than, you know. So we're going to have to reshoot. I got to show this thing operating on all the different bands. Its input whir, its output power, all that kind of stuff. You guys do get to miss out on the content of me showing how I modified the side of the cabinet over here, because we did have to notch it out a little bit, this here, to make it fit for the bulkhead. The reason I orientated the bulkhead mount this way is because of the RCA jack. So I think on the next one I am going to modify, flip the connector around this direction so that the bulkhead door opens this way, and I'll just relocate the RCA jack. I think that'd just be easier. I had to modify the cabinet by nibbling on it to make enough opening for the hardware mounting that holds the Anderson clip on the inside of the cabinet. That's a downside, right? So I'm kind of on the fence on which is better, the Clinch Jones to the Anderson or just straight Anderson. And I'm liking how this Anderson's working out. I am. It's just a little bit of work. Now that you've done, you know, this is like everything else in life. Once you do it once, it's kind of like the brakes on your car. First time you ever did brakes, it took you about 3 hours or 4 hours, right? Second time you did it, 20 minutes. This is the first go at this. I just wanted to experiment with it. So let's demonstrate that the relay is repaired. Hello, 11111, and how we're demonstrating that is that we can talk through the box with no loss and no high swir. 11111. Now let's bring the amplifier into transmit mode. Hello, 111. Oh, I put it into fault protection. Do I not have the right band selected? No. Hello, 11. Okay. Got it in the 160. Hello, 11111. To save us having to do a bunch of panning around. Oops, sorry. We'll just start up there and we'll come down here. Hello, 11111. Hello, 1111. It is possible to get the box to do more power, but then it gets dirty. So we're right on that line. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go to 80 meters now. 80 meters. Sideband, please. Hello, 111. Okay, 80 meters. Hello, 11. All right, now let's come back up here to the red daddy-o. 11, hello, 1111. Another part of the content that you guys missed out on is me showing how to adjust the fan. And I've got it set so when the internal board gets to 90 degrees, the fan turns on. Comes onto its first stage. This thing has two stages, low and high. We all know this. Okay. Let's go to 40 now. No. There we go. 1111. 111111. Hello, 111111. Hello, 11111111. 111111. Here comes our fan. Hello, 1111. Hello, 11. Hello, 11. Hello, 1111. Hello, 111111. Okay, let's go on up. $14. Hello, 11111. Hello, 111. About 500 watts. It's not like in this band. There's nothing wrong. It's just the natural curve of the amplifier. Hello, 1111111. This thing is going to run forever for you, brother. I mean, forever. Let's 160, go back to 80. 80. Go to AM. Well, it helps if I put it on the right band. The amp doesn't go into fault mode. What am I doing here? 160. Yeah. 2 through 4.4 megahertz. And we'll go to AM. Okay. Let's throw a little bit of a carrier here. Heat sinks at 88 degrees when the fan kicks on. This is a lot of carrier for this little amp. About 300 watts. That's over half of what the amp's rated for. Pulling 39 amps nice and steady. Now, I don't want to be abusive to this, but I want to get it fairly hot. There will come a day. I know there's going to come a day where somebody out there wants me to cut a 120 millimeter hole in the top of this thing and lets me put a high flow crackhead fan on the top and get some air going through the sumbitch. You know what I'm saying? $96 degrees. 97 degrees. 98 degrees. That was a long time to be on the mic, but now I have confidence the amplifier can put up with it, and so does the customer. I'd really love to put a high flow fan on the top of this thing, tied into the fan control. Really just dump some, let's really dump some air pressure in it, but 95, 94, 92. I feel very confident this amp's going to last this guy a long, long time. It is off to Hawaii, I do believe, this particular gem. Well, gentlemen, harkening back to the yonder years of radio when it was strong in the 80s and 90s, pre-birth of the cell phone, we used to have this tradition. We'd get done talking at the end of the night, and we'd grab our mic and we'd go click, click at the end of the conversation. Striking back to them days, maybe you people in your neighborhood doing that thing meant something else. That's what it meant out here in Idaho. Just click, click. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I give thanks, I give credit, and I am humbly grateful for everybody that joins me on Patreon on the monthly basis and helps support the channel. They have single-handedly paid for one of the biggest innovations in, well, 12-volt technology that's getting ready to come out in my lifetime. And I get to say I was involved in it. I'm pretty excited about being able to talk about it. It's coming soon. And it's all because of the Patreon supporters, these guys right here. And most of it, a large majority of it, comes from the support of you out there, the viewing audience. Gentlemen, I want to say thank you. Seriously, I appreciate you tuning in, checking in and see what's going on. Just trying to innovate and make things work a little bit better for everybody. On that note, I say I'll see you. Click, click.